Hi, thank you for joining us with Doing Business with Brazil, presented to you by Danielle Boyd, Jayshawn Wu, and Quentin Jones. Let's get to know your Brazilians. Brazilians put a lot of importance on family. Families are usually large, and Brazilians focus on the structure and values that come with a strong family. Extended families are usually just as close as the immediate family. This is their biggest support system. Brazilians also have class. No matter what income level, Brazilians are expected to have class. They are expected to know how to carry themselves, how to eat properly. For instance, they find it disgusting to eat with their hands, so you will never see them eating pizza like we do. A lot of business interactions happen around a dining table, and the waitstaff are expected to watch for signals to serve or remove something. They are trained that way. Don't shy away from physical contact. Brazilians are touchy. They like to give hugs. Men shake hands when meeting, and women kiss cheeks when they meet, but don't actually kiss the cheek. Touch cheek to cheek and make the kissy noise. Bring your host or hostess a gift. If you're invited to someone's home, bring a small gift for the host or hostess. But remember, nothing in black or purple, as those are the colors of mourning. Brazilians are very proud. They are proud of the way they conduct business within the business, and they do not step on other people to get to the top, which is something that Americans do a lot of. They are also proud of their culture and their uniqueness. While some do speak English, most speak Portuguese as it is their native language. Speaking Spanish to anyone in Brazil is considered culturally insensitive. So yes, they are sensitive. They are not only sensitive within their own culture, but also sensitive to failure. They do not handle failure well. If you are in need of telling someone that they have done something wrong or they need to change something, you must take them aside and do it individually. It is disrespectful to say anything in front of anyone else. Are you ready to plan your business meeting? Who is the boss? Business in Brazil is set in a very hierarchical manner, with the boss being the boss. It's very structured. It's very important to make sure that you are speaking with the one who makes all of the decisions. The executives and other upper level positions do not take suggestions from anyone who would be considered beneath them. Do your research. You need to know the ins and outs of the business you will be speaking to. If you are concerned about language barriers, contact an interpreter. If you are concerned about not knowing enough about the business or need help getting in, contact a third party to help you along. This person could also be your interpreter. Be personal. Brazilians do business with individuals and not companies. So make sure you are prepared to talk to the one in charge and be ready to talk. They get much more personal, unlike Americans, where companies deal with companies and everything is so serious. If you are meeting with the big boss privately before the big meeting, think about doing some research on the local culture and cuisine so that when you are invited to eat with them, you can impress them with your knowledge. Another area that would benefit you in learning Portuguese would be when addressing those that you are meeting with. Brazilians are much more personal, and instead of going by their last names, they go by their first names, but with the prefix of doctor. The term doctor in Brazil does not necessarily mean they have a PhD, but they are upper level in their business, and it is respectful to call them doctor. Here are some more tips on getting ready for the meeting. Call ahead. The meeting will usually be scheduled about 2 weeks out from when you call initially. Instead of emailing them to confirm that the meeting is still scheduled, make a phone call. Like I said earlier, Brazilians are very personal people and like personal conversations. Dress for success. First impressions are key, and while Brazilians will not judge you for being overdressed, they will judge you for being underdressed or casual and find it very disrespectful. So walk into that meeting like you are the most successful person in the world. Do not worry about too much jewelry either. They will notice this and link this to your success. Be ready to take your time and talk. I'm not referring to the business part of the meeting yet. I'm talking about the small talk that will happen before the meeting starts, which, by the way, will most likely not start on time or end on time, as you will do some talking at the end of the meeting as well. Brazilians put great importance on the relationships they build while doing business and sometimes find them more important than the business itself. It would even benefit you to start building this personal relationship beforehand. Spend the time it takes to build up long-term relationships with the Brazilians you are working with. It will take you a long way. It is also important to not rush the meeting. Brazilians may be very structured in how they run their businesses, but they are laid back in a lot of other areas and find it rude if they are pushed along when they are not ready. The time is money concept does not apply in Brazil like it does here in America. Be outgoing and be enthusiastic. Don't be afraid to be expressive. Use body language to express what you are feeling. Make a lot of eye contact. Brazilians, who can be a lot like Latins, can often appear to be very emotional during meetings. Just know that this is how they express themselves. They are listening. Don't take offense to it. They know what you are saying and want to be committed to your message. Unlike other cultures who find direct eye contact intimidating or offensive, Brazilians are completely opposite. Be clear. You want your message to be very clear. You cannot go into this meeting expecting them to get what you are saying if you are going to be vague or beat around the bush. As long as you have done your homework on what you are presenting and you organize it well, you will be able to give clear and precise instructions on what is needed from them. Keep building that relationship. When the meeting is over, remember to stick around and not rush off. It is disrespectful. Work on the long-term relationship that will take you far with your new favorite Brazilian business. Do a follow-up the next day, the week after, to keep building. Don't lose contact. So let's take a look at some advertisements. After getting to know something about the Brazilians and being prepared, it's time for advertisement. Let's look at these two short advertisements shown in Brazil and America that were made by Nestle. This one This video right here was shown in American.
Tell me about your relationship.
Okay, well, we're
Perfect
doing
time.
butter and chocolate. He says when something is good, why change it?
Exactly.
Exactly.
Nobody likes change. No one likes change.
Or excitement.
Yep, I'm good. What if you were to try something different?
Yes.
After watching the video here on the left, shown in America, and the video on the right, shown in Brazil, both from Nestle, do you see the differences? First, the characters in each video appear to be different. In the American one, there is a couple, while in the Brazilian one, there is a family. And as we said before, the family is the foundation of the social structure and forms the basis of stability for most people in Brazil. So the advertisement that has a humorous family in it must seem more attractive to them. Brazilian companies want to appeal to their strongest structures. If you look at the theme of these two videos, the topic in both of the advertisement is to change with Nestle. And the American commercial, it is controversial that the wife wants some change, but the husband does not. So at last they have something that is made up of the same ingredients, but it's new and has different taste. In the Brazil commercial, the wife just makes some simple change in her family, but the phenomenon there is much better and everyone is happier. In addition, the American one seems more modern, formal, and the color in it is brighter, while the Brazilian one seems more close to our real life. The American commercial does not have much mood change. The personalities of the wife and husband do not change during their conversation, and the advertisement did not give us their reaction to the product. However, in the Brazilian commercial, every time after the wife made some change, the child or the husband will all smile and laugh. So the theme there is happier. From all of these, we can see that the target audience in America is the young generation who is energetic, and the target audience in Brazil is the family. So in conclusion, when preparing and going to your first business meeting in Brazil, you must be prepared. Be knowledgeable, be ready, be enthusiastic, and be friendly. If you follow our steps on how to conduct business in Brazil, you will do great.